What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Now, today we're going to talk about games 3 and 4 of the NBA Conference Finals. But before we do that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment, tell anyone about the show, because I'm trying to get the ratings up a little bit, just a little bit. And if you wonder where you heard this before, that's because you've been listening to me Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I greatly appreciate that. But let's go ahead and dive on in to the Conference Finals. Now, on the West and East, I'm telling you, these have been entertaining games for sure. The West side, though, I like this West Side story. I'm telling you right now, like this is good. This has been entertaining. Thunder versus Spurs. I told y'all this is going to be the most exciting playoff series of the entire playoff. Even if it goes 5 games or even a sweep, which it can't no more. But even if it went a sweep, it would have been the most entertaining sweep that we watched the entire playoffs. Because again, we got SGA, who's MVP. We got Victor Wembanyama, who is depoy. And it was in the running for MVP. Some are favoring him to win MVP next season. Like, we got some heavy hitters. We got players who are injured, like De'Aaron Fox and J-Dub, Jalen Williams. He's been injured a lot of this season, actually. So we got some fairness and unfairness for both teams. And both teams look like they really wanted their offensive-minded, their defensive-minded, two-way playing teams. You got to love it. But also, again, the MVP versus the unicorn. It's top-notch basketball. I can't hold you. It's very top-notch basketball. And even the coaching staff seems pretty spot on, too. This should be a very exciting series. But does one team need to win over the other games 3 and 4? Keep in mind, if one team wins both, that does kind of hurt the other team, right? Because that means the other team will be down 1-3. So this is one series where I think both teams actually need to win at least a game. Because I could see this series going about 6 games, right? So you're at minimum going to need to win one game. Because like I said, if you're down 3-1, I don't think either team would come back. That's just me personally. I get the Thunder have more experience. I get the Spurs have a unicorn. But both teams also have a unicorn and experience, too, to be clear. OKC has more experience, to be fair. But I think the Spurs have more of a unicorn than the Thunder do. They have, like, good defensive matchups across the board. So neither one team can really lose both games. Could they make it interesting? I still think so. But both teams have to split, personally. Like, genuinely, both teams have to split. Can they actually split? Well, we're going to the Spurs house. So they got to set the tone once again. If you're playing against your fan base, you don't want to lose. I'm telling you right now, if the Spurs don't win game 3, it's going to make game 4 a little bit more pressure, which they got to go back to game 5, OKC in game 5. If I'm the Spurs, I'm at minimum trying to win this game 3. Personally, because now that takes the pressure off you game 4. So if you hit them in the mouth early, all right, let's put our foot on their necks and let's see if we can make something shake. But if not, all right, that's fine. We already know that the Thunder have to exert themselves some energy. And keep in mind, they just exerted energy game 2 because you stole home court advantage. So if you can at least keep that going, that momentum going, if you're the Spurs, I think that helps you out in the long run. So again, if the Thunder take game 3, that's a big momentum swing for sure. That's 2 games in a row. That's making the Spurs think, all right, do they have our number now? That's also making the Thunder think, okay, bet we can win against these guys. Because that's now 2 games in a row, something they never did in the regular season. But that also would go to show regular season is different than playoffs. So again, if I'm the Spurs, you have to win game 3. Or else you're going to have to go back-to-back games, meaning 4 and 5. Exerting energy, but you're going to be exerting energy every game. But those games where you're down in the series, you're trying to fight and claw your way back up. That's what I'm talking about. And that can be mentally draining. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Can the Spurs get a bucket? Yes. Can the Thunder get a bucket? Yes. And can both teams stop teams from getting a bucket? Yes. So which one's going to get more buckets game 3? I hope it's the Spurs, for the Spurs' sake. But let's see if the defending champions have something to say about that. Now let's flip it to the East. Because right now the Knicks are up 2-0, and quite frankly, the Cavs need to win both these games. The Knicks could actually lose the next 3, and I would still feel somewhat comfortable for the Knicks. Because again, I don't believe in the Cavs. Now, to be clear, to see how the Knicks would do in the championship game, they have to win one of these games against the Cavs. They have to. Easy. If they don't, they play them with their food. Because you're down 22 points with 7.5 minutes left, and you come back and win. But not just that, you outscore them 44-11 between that time frame and overtime. That's disgusting work. You damn near lead the entire game of game 2. Once they took the lead, it was lights out. That is all I needed to see from the Knicks against the Cavs. I don't expect this. It does not need to go longer than 5 games. It doesn't. The series really does not. If it goes 6, all right, maybe. What happens if Evan Mobley goes off one game, right? And then Donovan Mitchell goes off another game. All right, cool. I can hear something like that. James Harden and Evan Mobley go off one game. Donovan Mitchell go off another. All right, I can hear that maybe. But I need to see the Knicks being able to get a bucket because on defense, they got the energy, that's for sure. But across the board, they need to be able to keep scoring. And quite frankly, I don't really have much negative to say about their defense right now. I really don't. Granted, it's against the East teams. We got to see how they do against the Western team like the Thunder or Spurs, but that's another discussion for another day. All I know is the Knicks need to showcase their dominance against the Cavaliers and win at least one of these games. But the Cavs need both of these games, to be clear. They need to get back on track. And I'm not just saying that because it's obvious. I'm saying that because if you lose game 3, they need to win game 3 the most. Because if you lose game 3, I feel like you guys genuinely might get swept. Genuinely. And the only reason why I wouldn't care if I'm the Knicks is because I might rather win the conference finals at home. So game 5 might just be the time where the Knicks might want to personally win it. But if I'm the Knicks, I'd rather close you out in 4, celebrate with the New York fan base when we get back. Just for a little bit because we still got to worry about the finals. But those are my expectations. If it goes back to Cleveland for game 6, I'm going to be a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am curious of your thoughts, right? One, I want to know from you all right now, who do you have as the best bucket getter in the NBA playoffs remaining? I'm curious about your thoughts because that's probably going to be the next discussion that I have. Who's the best team that you have right now? And then what are your expectations for the Spurs versus Thunder series, as well as the Knicks versus Cavs series? I'm curious. And who do you think needs to win game 3 more? Is it the Spurs? Is it the Thunder? Is it the Cavs? Is it the Knicks? You let me know. As well as each conference, who should game 3 go to the most? Who needs to win game 3 between the Spurs and Thunder? And then who needs to win game 3 the most between Cavs and Knicks? I think we can all agree overall it needs to be the Cavs. But there's a world where, you could say the Knicks too. Because imagine you going up 2-0 and then you lose the series 4-2. That would be a little demoralizing. I'm not going to lie to you. That would. Or maybe you think the Thunder need to because of how they lost in the regular series. 4-1. Or maybe you say the Spurs because they're the younger team in the entire playoffs. Or playoffs remaining at least. I'm just curious what y'all thoughts are. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that does conclude the end of the episode. So please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. I hope you're all having a good one. Take care.